Yeah, I heard of it on the radio.
Yeah.
That there is a shortage of medication in provinces and throughout the country.
Yeah.
But that isn't what we expect from these leaders. And it also reflects the poor economy. And this poor economy also reflects its leadership. So the former and the current, myself personally, it's a challenge for them to address.
Daddy no work, mommy no work. Yeah? So ako ta ba strangle pa ako ko markets, maybe pa ako earning let's say $50 or $20 a day. So hem no enough. We don't buy more school fee and ako to buy more kakay, ako to buy more medicine. Hello, I'm back again on the street for another episode of asking people on the street what are their thoughts. Well, just a few reminder. I've seen people discussing with us. They want us to speak to Solomon Island Pidgin. Well, that's good. What we must understand that the platform we are in, the YouTube, is a channel that everywhere around the world are watching and listening to. So it's good and better to use an international language, and that's English, so that they will also understand what Solomon Islanders think and thought about issues affecting them. Well, on the street right now, I'll be going on the street and asking people about a very important question. Do you aware that there is a medical crisis where we have shortage of medical medicines and stuff like that? This is the question I'll be asking. And very importantly, how if the government is asking us to pay some fees for those medicine? Do you think it would be nice or it would be bad? So join me as we listen to the people on the street about these questions.
My name is Harry.
Harry, what do you do for a living, Harry?
Oh, I do things for living by, one is I feed pigs, and two is I raised some money through taking hiring on vehicle on the road.
So you are, let's say, a private businessman?
Not really. Business is a very big word, but we are just trying to get to survival.
Yes.
Survival.
Okay. Do you aware there's shortage of medication in the country, or medical crisis?
Yeah, I heard of it on the radio.
Yeah.
That there is a shortage of medication in provinces and throughout the country. But I haven't come across, because I used to purchase my medication through the pharmacy throughout the city.
Why you go to the pharmacy?
I don't have to waste more time on it. Getting to the outpatient.
Yeah.
Because time is running.
Yeah.
And my time is the survival of my family. Yeah, I need not to waste it by going up there and asking more.
Yes.
So that is the reason why I have to get to the conclusion by purchasing it straight away from the pharmacy. Yeah.
Harry, why we have the shortage of medication and medicine and all those medical supplies like this? One is because our government has a big debt with medical suppliers abroad, and also we have no money to buy for the clearance of containers of these medicines and stuff like that. Do you think if the government asks us to, not seeking a free medical service at the clinics or the National Referral Hospital, but we have to pay some little fees, like maybe, for example, if you go and check for malaria, you can give little $20 after you check for malaria and get your medication, and maybe Panadol, you can give some money, something little fees. Do you think it's a good idea if we start paying for our medication?
I think it's a good idea. We have to start so that our children and our people knows what to do, because we cannot just rely heavily on the government. Yeah, we have to buy at least a little money for the fee that should help the group that normally does the order, the purchasing.
That's right.
So that is why I think it is very important that our children and our people know where to start. At least we start somewhere by giving a little bit of money for the purchase.
That's right.
On these our clinics.
Yeah. And any final thing you want to share concerning this?
Yes, I think we need not to talk about the government. Yeah, we need to resettle ourselves, our individual family, our individual person. We got to have mindset on where to start, how to live, yeah, and what not to involve in. Yeah, if we start to just scatter all our life on things that is not the value to our family, then we might end up in a worse situation. And that is the thing. We have to narrow ourselves to our survival.
Thank you for your time, Harry.
John Coleridge Scooby.
John, what do you do for a living?
I'm a freelance tourism person. I do lots of consultation. I do lots of supporting tour operators in doing tour and assisting the tour guiding in this Honiara city.
John, do you aware that we have a medical medical supply crisis in the country?
I do previously know that medical supplies shortage in the country for the last 2 years.
Have you experienced it, or?
I do. When I get to the hospital a few times ago, I have recommended some medicine which when I went to the pharmacy, they run out of stock.
What are your thoughts about the shortage?
Two things I have in mind. One is the medical supply should be the sole duty of the government. Secondly, if the government would like to help allowing people to pay some cost of paying the supplies, they should do it by introducing a law that allows people to be part of the cost sharing in the supply of medicines. But we must start in a proper way where we have a law that allows people to make it happen, so that people should be prepared in advance before they pay some cost. But for this time, the government does not do that, so there is always a practice of subsidized by the government and donor partners and other organizations who helps us to supply and give provisions of medicine to our local community and throughout this country.
Now, if the government somehow passes a law that we should start paying for medicines and stuff like that, do you think people in Solomon Islands will accept it? Or because we seems to always stay with free medication every time, everything is free, and do you think people will agree and will accept it? Or?
I think they will, because it's a matter of understanding the whole issue, and a matter of giving proper knowledge on people. The cost is something that's rewarding. It doesn't go and then it doesn't rewarding there. So I think it's very important for people to take note, and we need to give the best knowledge on how people should understand, so that there will be no negative reaction on paying some cost. So that's how I see it. And of course, like, if it is practiced in many countries in the world, and of course, it's time now to change our perception of doing things now. So we need to do that, and maybe over time, the government should introduce that kind of law.
Any final thing you want to share with us concerning
Well,
this?
I would think that the government have to have prioritized in the cost of buying or purchasing a medicine, not only locally, but our donors are prepared to do that. And then we must also realize that I think some mistakes or some weaknesses on the way is probably mismanagement of the medicines or mismanagement of the cost, and lots of strings ties.
Yeah, some conflict of interest between suppliers.
So those
who should be the
complications,
preferred.
so those complications could be many things that are attached to it. That's why we have this kind of medicine shortage in the country. And I remember the Member of Parliament, which is the official opposition leader, Mr. Matthew Wale, conveyed a strong warning statement to the government that this government must do much, much better to help our people have the medicines to support our rural people, who are almost 80% of our people in the rural areas.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Medicine supply or medical is very important in the Solomon Islands.
Yeah. Now,
Sa-
now you miss shortage. What do you think about it?
Ayam na ya, what tin say, depend on the leadership no ba ya, what something there. Kind also.
I mean, no the things also more the gauze and Panadol have not available now. Do you think if government is asking me for you pay him a little bit some for fee for what the kind something also, you think it's a good idea?
No more to ya lo this falat something there. Because lo country blow email, fa dota donors na o fund mo tin siya or something there. So time mo to fund mo tin siya, you leadership na basta tin back all tin siya. Yeah. Wala mo na lo face lo email lo country need lo email. I'm not one thing what looks up now medical system. Medical system before not a state more kind also.
So you think for you may start paying medicine also, you think by having a good idea?
It's time for pay medicine because life lot people of country. So immunity medicine too, yeah.
Yes.
So leadership now must looking one him now. I'm happy in the country blowing me. Side law medicals, him na important no people on Solomon Island. Or Chinchi.
Any final something, lecturer?
We no serious any final something boy because cannot say no. How we look normal about something about no. Suppose leadership am come good, everything am set up.
Do you experience it? You go there and
Yes,
just know?
I do experience it, and even now, it's something that people, Solomon Islanders, really need from these leaders, because for the last 3 years they've been so vocal about increasing medicines in hospitals, but up until now nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say? This is life or death for Solomon Islanders. Can we help the government to, like, maybe we start buying our own medicine, and maybe when we go and check for malaria and stuff like that, can we just give a little fee if the government says, come on, help us, start buying your own medicine in the clinics or something also?
Yes, to me personally, as citizens Solomon Islanders, as people to continue or begin buying medicine, and since the last 3 years, it only reflects that there is no concern by these leaders about the medication in the country, especially for the local citizens. And myself, as a Solomon Islander, I'm one among these people who are suffering from the shortage of medicines. So I think, yes, we do accept the need that if we have to buy, we have to buy for it because it's for our life.
Yeah.
But that doesn't what we expect from these leaders. And it also reflects the poor economy. And this poor economy also reflects its leadership. So the former and the current, we do, myself personally, it's a challenge for them to address.
So any final thing you want to say concerning the shortage of medicine, and if we can help to also, people are facing a problem, especially in hospital with gauze and other Panadol and things like that. So we want to appeal to maybe business houses, or if you want to help, you can go and help people and with supplying medicine and stuff like that.
Yes, personally, to me, I think, yeah, in one way or the other, as for the business people, they can also assist, because now we can see that the hospital or the clinics or the government, for that matter, it's not doing enough for the people to address the health health problem or crisis. So I think that we are, and it's for the people, we citizens also, we need to be very mindful about our health.
That's right.
And not only for being dependent on what is provided by the government, but we need to be so mindful about our health. So I think even if you have to buy, we have to buy. Though that's a challenge, but it's something that our leaders should consider, and for the health of our people.
Yeah, when you say if we have to buy, we can buy, now the standard cost of standard living is quite high.
To me, to buy, yeah, there's no option. We have to buy, but that's also a big challenge for us in terms of the economy and the money for families, individual families, or individual Solomon Islanders. So there's no any other way that we had to buy, but it's always, that will remain a challenge to us in terms of finance or financial status by each individual or families.
Thank you, Mr. Suter, for your time.
Thank you.
Moffat Waita,
Moffat, what do you do for a living?
there's a contractor.
Oh, a contractor. Good, good. Have you heard that we are experiencing a medical supply shortage in the country, or you have experienced it? Or?
No, me here.
You heard him, okay. And what's your thoughts about this?
Maybe him problem him begin with him or the leadership in the country. I'm sure that social means that you may go for was there. Yeah. Well, before 1993 and 1998, me experiencing when me 10 to 11 years old, and me see chemical hospital, cards also giving free to me, yeah, also giving medicine free for me, yeah. So, I'm come Kasim this time me experiencing that me hear him that me short from medicine now. Even yesterday no, me go to hospital, yeah, me Kasim no da me looking people lay all about even people got o kata cry for beg for medicine, yeah. Doctor, nurses, aku time hurry up, yeah. But o the nurses want to tell them no so imi short for medicine, yeah. Yeah. So hem too much na go even Panadol ba imi short lah him, yeah.
And I think because we have a bad economy where economy is not strong now, it's going down. It's going down, and we're at the crossroad, as what the central bank governor was saying. Do you think if the government asks us to pay for medicine, maybe let's say if we go and check for malaria, we just give $20, or if we go and pay Panadol, we are prescribed with Panadol to go to the pharmacy to pay maybe a little bit amount. Do you think it's a good idea we can start helping government by paying medicine? Or
Maybe I'm good idea, but as a government commission or the members of parliament, yeah, o kata na foreign people, yeah, o kata people, o kata para real citizen of Solomon Island. Yeah. As me, I'm a real citizen of Solomon Island. I'm true that life today inside the Western style life, yeah, where everything is by money. If me, I'm as a member of the parliament, as long as you're a citizen in Solomon Island, I will help you. Yeah.
so you are saying that if you ask us to buy our own medicine, we can do it, but you are our leaders. Please, you must look after us by providing free medical supplies, and what should I say? The medical supplies should be always there. Medicine.
Actually, what time should happen? Yeah. Time you go to hospital, cards, or have a give, become that you buy cards. But I'm good. You have a BAM card. Yeah. You maybe sometimes something or have a give you that you have buy. Medicine, if you that odds have that you sick now,
Yeah,
him not only things that the odds would give you freely for you.
because we're helpless.
Well, we are helpless because limitation of people, how what inside of people country, yeah. No everyone am past same level, yeah. Sample o kata no work, yeah. Sample o kata des market people no more. For survive lo kata, for livings. Daddy no work, mommy no work, yeah. So o kata ba strangle pa o ko markets, maybe pa kata earning let's say $50 or $20 a day, yeah. Or maybe $80 a day. So hem no enough, yeah. We don't buy more school fee and look at the buy more kakai, look at the buy more medicine. Yeah. So hem no enough. Yeah. So things na me only things as me tell them, leaders blame me. Please, sorry let me follow people. As citizens of Solomon, and you too are citizens of Solomon, and if a leader of parliament blame me. Yeah. I think hem no thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. And well, there you are. There was what people thought about the medical supplies shortage or shortage of medicine in the country, and they thought of well, if government want us to pay for medicines, some little fees, they would do. And yes, most people are showing thumbs up for paying medicine, but then, you know, medicine is all about life or death. When we don't have money, we can't pay medicine. This is too bad for us. Well, I know you're still watching this On the Street program, and you want to let us know about what you want us to feature, some topics. Please to call me on 7641941, or you can just discuss with us on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page, the Homegrown Studios, and you mean our page, and let us know what topics you want us to share. But those topics will be going out to other provinces as soon as things are looking good for us, because we're just a little team looking after ourselves, sponsoring ourselves. And I would like to say thank you to Studios Homegrown Production for supporting filming these street interviews. Until then, we'll see you again next time, and bye-bye.